Welcome back, everybody. We are watching Andor, and this one is episode 9. Nobody's listening. Let's get into it.
I don't like wasting time. So here's what we'll do, Bix. I'll tell you everything I know to be true, and in doing so, perhaps convince you to cooperate without intervention. Failing that, we have Dr. Gorst, who's developed a unique interview system some of us...
He looks so happy.
We tracked him to a radio hidden in his yard and thought he might cooperate without encouragement. For a man with very little actual rebellious activity on his resume, he was remarkably resistant. Which, of course, just makes us think there's more to be learned. Which leads to a longer session. In the end, it was a very poor decision on his part. We learned everything we needed to know, and quite frankly, it hardly seems worth the price he's paid. Did you know Salman Park was paid to keep that radio alive? Did you know you were the only one to use it? Now, I would prefer a conversation rather than put Dr. Gorst back to work.
He seems pretty happy about it, though. I don't think he minds. He's like, hey.
I signal. Sometimes he answers. He comes, he buys, he leaves.
He and Andor, blowing up buildings and killing security guards. You're injured trying to warn them. Your co-worker is killed trying to win your freedom.
Dang, she has so much information. Why does she have to come so close?
You can do right now is bore me.
You're not gonna believe me anyway, are you?
No.
Well, then just
Suppose not.
get Dr. Gorst to work, whatever his name is.
She's all yours, Dr. Gorst.
Thank you.
Not the thank you. Oh, God. Oh, my God. It's really scary because they always keep their hands out. I'm afraid one of these episodes, someone's going to get their hand caught in there and just get it torn off.
What do you say, old timer? Short timer. Make a run for the win?
I am. I might need some help.
Be 41 shifts tomorrow. You are the next man out. You are the shortest of the short. Olaf is going home.
You man for them today? Always the next day, right?
You know the drill.
Oh, the restraints are nothing to be feared. It's much safer for you to be tethered as we engage. There's nothing intrinsically physical about this process, but we've had some early trials that were a bit chaotic.
Okay. No.
There's an outer rim moon called Dizon Frey. There was a sentient species there, quite unusual. Extremely hostile to the concept of an Imperial refueling centre that was being planned. They created such a stir that the local commanders were granted permission to use any means necessary, and, well, what's important for our purposes here today is that they make a sound as they die, a sort of choral, agonised pleading. It's quite unlike anything anyone had ever heard before. We've taken the recordings and modified them slightly, layering.
So they're like using frequencies to hurt
I believe
them?
are primarily children,
Oh.
which has its own particular effect.
Oh, wow. What the hell?
Let me know when you're willing to cooperate. Oh, and if you're having difficulty speaking, just shake your head from side to side.
Wow.
It's repeat listenings that cause the most damage. We ready?
So how does it cause
Let's get on
damage,
with it.
though? Whoa, this is like Cerebro from hell. What? Whoa. I thought they were going to have us listen to it, but I mean, I guess that's definitely heavier for us to kind of imagine what it is. Okay, so he definitely has been doing stuff here.
On program. New man on the floor.
Ooh.
Everyone hold positions.
So he's been doing this for a while, little by little.
Where do we stand? Are we in the game?
Just talked about this. He told you 2 minutes ago.
Oh no.
Do you think I don't want to win? Am I working or not?
Sir?
What are you waiting for?
Why am I getting anxious right now?
Keep her here. Keep her alive.
As a hostage?
As a witness.
Of Salmon Park?
I don't care.
I'd like to hang him. What's left of him, anyway.
No.
Make sure they know who's in charge.
As you wish.
No, come on. I don't like this. And this, I just watched The Bad Batch where they have the children as specimens, and now it's just this episode, and it's like,
They called from the residence. Your cousin, she's arrived.
What?
Keep it down!
What are they saying?
I think it's level 2.
All right.
I guess stale in here.
Can't be much longer.
You're right, you
Oh, fine.
Level 2 fast.
He hasn't been doing good though.
Level 2. He's coming this way around now.
What's he saying?
What the hell is going on?
It's really wrong on 2.
You haven't got a clue what they are saying. Level 2, far side. Level 2. Are you all scrambled or something? How many hands does it take for one word to get through up here?
It's a long way, Kino, yes, but you've got to
Stand in place. On program. Feet down, face front, hands on heads. All shift to proceed immediately to their stations.
Aunt Belle's been to Tassia Moon. Look what she brought me.
Your father may have an opinion. We'll see if he lets you wear it.
He lets me do anything I want.
Why don't you go try it on?
So they're actually cousins.
Tell me you're going home for a visit. They've been after me to find you.
Yeah, of course. Just came through to see you first and get cleaned up a bit.
Seriously, Val, what does he have you doing?
Who?
You never think about escaping?
You know I won't answer that.
I'll take that as a no. How many guards on each level?
You want out of here alive, turn that part of your mind off.
You think they're listening? You think they care enough to make an effort?
Like you would know.
They don't need to care. All they need to do is turn this floor on twice a day and keep their numbers rolling. We are nothing to them. Melch is right. We're cheaper than droids and easier to replace.
Good luck to you.
How many guards on each level?
I mean, I feel like Cassian has a point. I don't think they are listening.
Andor returned to Ferrix 3 nights after Aldani with money in his pocket.
You're trying to connect Aldani? That's a bit of a stretch.
Question. Describe his appearance. Answer. He'd shaved his beard. The rebels at Aldani were clean-shaven.
Let's follow that up.
You didn't question the mother?
I decided to wait. She's the reason Andor came back.
Perhaps they communicate.
If they are, we'll know. We're on her full time.
I mean, it's just crazy. They don't know he's here. Man, this place is so crazy. It's just...
We weren't told anything.
You're kidding?
They don't know about it.
They were fried out.
What?
Who said?
Both shifts.
Who's saying this?
Maintenance tech. We had a team go down.
You said they fried the whole bridge.
Wow.
Yeah, they were making trouble.
On program. Feet down. We will have immediate facility compliance when we will begin activating.
What did he say?
He set them all free.
Program!
Oh my god.
The less they think we know, the better.
Oh my gosh. I'm like whispering too. I'm scared.
It's a rumor. Maybe it's true. Maybe it's not. We have heard nothing. It's just another day.
It's crazy that they can, if they want to, they can just kill everyone here. And no one would care or worry about, I mean, people would care, family would care, but it doesn't matter. He's shaken. He's shaken because that shows that he's not safe. Even if you do everything right, you're still not safe here. They can change their minds on you and just zap everybody.
So late, up early.
Oh my God, I cannot deal with this mom.
You've been searching my room again?
It's called cleaning. I like a tidy house.
You've been in my private box. I have ways of knowing.
I find you a job. I press your uniform. I prepare 2 meals a day. I move mountains to scrape you off the floor and put you back on your feet. What is the return on my investment?
We were talking about you snooping on me.
The shadow of a son, a tenant,
Yeah.
a stranger.
Oh, that's new. You want to remember that.
Imagine I crack under the weight of your neglect. Imagine
These moms are horrible. So horrible.
I've been promoted.
Wow.
I knew they'd recognize your promise.
I knew she was going to say that. I knew
Demands
it.
of my time will be increased.
Uncle Harlow will be so pleased.
Oh, more cereal for you. I don't know what that is. I'm just worried about this man. He's not doing good. He's not doing good. He's gonna mess up. Someone's gonna die. Oh no, he's not doing good.
Find yourself a husband?
Wasn't on my list of things to do.
No.
Well, you need a widower at this point. Who's left of any value at your age?
Yes.
Goodness, he's a red pillar.
You remember Tay Colmer?
I do. Mother's old boyfriend.
What? Is that something you've told her?
The key word is old, darling.
Money.
Is that all it is?
I don't have enough to worry about.
Anything I can do?
Yes. Be a spoiled rich girl for a while. Remind people that's who you are.
I'll try. We've chosen a side. We're fighting against the dark.
That's
We're
awesome.
making something of our lives.
She's like Julie Mao from The Expanse.
Mr. O'Karn,
I know who you are.
I wanted to thank you for the promotion.
I had nothing to do with it.
Well, my boss seems to think that you did.
Have you been waiting out here?
Yes. I'd never lie to you.
Okay.
Are you stalking me?
I know you work here, and I come sometimes to see if I'll see you.
I am an ISB supervisor.
I thought I was done. After meeting you and discovering you understood how dangerous Cassian Andor was, and just being in your presence, I realized that life was worth living. I realized that if nothing else, there was justice and beauty in the galaxy, and if I just kept going, there was something better fated for me, and the future was a dream worth clinging to.
I could have you arrested. You're aware of that.
I want what you want.
You're out of your mind. I have already given you a second chance. You come near me again, you pursue any of this, and I swear I'll have you in a cage on the Outer Rim.
Yeah. I mean, that is really, I don't know. He's off. And I mean, I blame his mom.
I wish you'd called me sooner. There were better ways to do this.
So easy at the beginning.
There's a 400,000 credit withdrawal that's proving a bit of a problem. It appears on the ledger, then it vanishes.
How much trouble am I in?
There's no trouble at all unless they scan the accounts.
But that's coming. I need a loan.
A certain kind of loan.
You seem to have thought this through.
A Chandrilan banker with treasury relationships.
You have someone in mind.
It's not a long list.
And yet you're afraid to say who it is.
Davos Calden. He wants to meet you.
We've got a rebel pilot in custody, one of Anton Krieger's group. He was picked up at a customs check. We don't think Krieger knows he's gone missing yet.
They'll count him missing soon enough.
Exactly. We don't want Krieger getting spooked.
Have the pilot found dead in the cockpit. What would happen?
They'd have to find it, but they'd tow it into Kafrine.
If we did it quickly.
Make it so top priority, quickly and carefully.
Wow.
We leave no trace. Excellent work.
Damn. Just crazy how hard they're working on their end too. Like Andor and the rebels work so hard, but the other side is working so hard too. And they have more resources.
Olaf. Come on, let's get this done.
On program.
Come in.
Inmates on program. Program inmate.
Oh no. Oh no.
Olaf. Almost there. Almost there.
Oh jeez. Oh man.
All right. Take his head. Gotcha. Zinska, tell him we need a med tech up here.
What the hell is he in there for anyways? It's just not fair.
Here he comes, Ollie. He'll have you back in your cell soon enough.
So the med tech is also a prisoner.
His name's Olaf.
I've seen him before. Hold up.
He's only got 40 shifts left. Just want to get him up and about.
Look at me, brother.
His name is Olaf.
I don't want to know his name.
Get him back on his feet.
That's another option.
What?
He's had a massive stroke.
Oh. Oh.
What are you doing? I can't help him. I can't help anyone.
This is his job now. That's tough. Like, he was a doctor, but he can't help people. He just kills people at this point.
What happened on level 2? You want to keep your men in line. You'll feel nothing.
Oh.
He's passed.
Wow.
What do you mean? Keep my men in line. What happened down on 2?
See, now he's questioning.
I need a bag and a trolley. I said it's coming.
Yeah, get out of here so he can talk.
They made a mistake. A man who was just released on 4 ended up back on 2 the next day. Word got out on the floor and then they killed them all.
You need those other men there.
No one's getting out, are they?
Okay.
Not now. Not after this.
Oh, wow.
At least your friend is free.
You two, on program now. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Now.
So we're gonna have to escape. Okay.
Never more than 12.
he's with it now. Damn. Dang. Okay. I want to rewatch that part. The show's crazy. Like, really crazy. So people, I mean, had they been releasing people, or was it always this thing where they're like, yeah, you're getting released, and they just put you on a different floor where nobody knows you, so you're just the new guy? Or is this a new thing that's started? Oof. And they had to silence everybody, so they killed everyone. I mean, that's just not smart. Word will go around. It doesn't make sense to do that. Oh, wow. Wow. That's interesting. I'm just curious if they've been doing this for the beginning of the beginnings of this prison, or this is just a new thing. But Yeah, they got to get out. And I think even if you die trying, that's worth it at this point because it's just a joke. You're free labor. Why would they get rid of that? And they don't have enough droids. And maybe they do. Maybe there's enough droids to take over their places, but it's just easier to have men do this. Free slave labor. That's what that is. And that is what prison is too. So it's interesting when you actually learn about that and how the prisoners do everything. They clean, they cook, everything that goes on. It's all free labor and it keeps the prison going round. And come here. It's free slave labor. And something that I think a lot of people don't want to look into, or maybe think it's fine because they're prisoners, but it's just, no, you need to dig a little deeper. I think shows like this are helpful because they humanize people. You can see like this old man. I mean, for me, I'm looking at him like, I don't care what he did. There's the old man in the Shawshank Redemption, and I'm forgetting his character's name, but he's the one that had been there for forever, and he was friends with the birds. And you're just like, this guy doesn't deserve this. Like, most people don't deserve that. There's just so much more that, as a civilized society that we're all supposed to be, we could do better for sure. This series is bringing up this topic, which I think is very important. But yeah, you think about it, it's like the old man does not deserve that. There's just no humanity in this at all. And especially in this time period, there's just not going to be. Like I said, I just watched The Bad Batch episode 9. And they were just talking about the children's specimens, and they don't even call them children. They don't use their name. They're just saying that they're the specimens. And it's just how easily people will dehumanize you and how dangerous that is once someone dehumanizes you. And it doesn't matter for what reason. Once you are dehumanized, you can do anything to that person. And that's this on a huge scale. This prison, what they do with shutting down where Bix and everybody lives, where they shut it all down and they're just guarding people, or they'll easily hang people, disregarding the fact that one guy, I'm forgetting his name, but he has a son, and they just don't care. It's just, well, they've broken a law, so they must be punished. I think it's just absolutely insane. There's just no humanity, and how terrifying that is. Because at the end of the day, it's like a snake that eats itself. It's eventually, it'll eat its own self. Everyone will turn on each other in the end. They'll start pointing fingers and saying, well, maybe you're not okay. Like, let's see if I can get my brain on the right track. The more that people dehumanize, the more that they other people and say, these are the bad guys. And then they're like, also, these are the bad guys. And then if you have these credentials, if you're a part of this status quo, if you're this way or if you're that way, this is what's the right way. And then it's easy to say that this person who's been to prison, no, they're no good anymore. This person did this, they're no good anymore. It's so easy. There's easy people to judge in this world, but then, and people love it. People get off on that. And then they're the easy targets. And then it'll get to a point where now, okay, well, we got rid of all the undesirables, but it won't end there. It would never end. Like, if these types of people, if the people of the Empire got their way without the rebels fighting back or without like, anything like that. They devour themselves. Eventually they would be like, well, your hair is sticking up and that's not okay. You're supposed to have all your hair slicked down. Like that's how it would turn out. And it just, for some reason, the thought of doing the right thing and being on top and stepping on other people will always, it's like this illusion or it's an illusion that it'll never happen to me. It won't be me. I'm too good for that. My pedigree is too good, but it's not true. It's an illusion, and eventually it'll catch up to you. If you're the one pointing the finger, eventually the fingers will be pointing at you. And that's the way that this type of mentality is. Dehumanization doesn't stop at one group, it continues. So it's like she was saying, Deidre, the net is wide and it's going to catch everything. And whether you're the fish or just a thief, it doesn't matter at that point. You're going to get on the chopping block. And that counts for her. Eventually, it will catch up to her too. It's just the way that game is played. And that's why it's dangerous. It's so dangerous. But they're doing a really great job of showing that. And I really like this. Like it's showing something that I think is really important about like the do-gooders, the ones that want. And I think it's good to do good. I believe in that, but I also believe it can go too far. Anything can go too far. You drink too much water, you can die. Like anything can be too much at some point. So they show it really well, especially. And I don't know. I need to write everyone's names down. I feel like in this show, for me, I'm not getting people's names down. But the guy who came up to Deidre and who has like the overbearing mom, I'm forgetting his name. He is that type. Like at first, it's like, it's interesting because in a way, there's parts of me that kind of roots for him because it's like, damn, you really believe in your cause. And there's like a sort of a respect for that for me. Even if I disagree with him completely, and the same for Deidre, completely disagree, completely do not believe in the tactics that she's using. But there's also this feeling of like, but it's interesting watching them do that. But it just, it's a double-edged sword. And they're doing a good job of showing it. And then Mon and Val are an interesting dynamic. I didn't realize that Val was like a rich kid. That's why I made the connection to Julie Mao, and that is cool. I feel like people who have these types of connections, the rich people, the ones that have like an easygoing life, they really should be in these positions where they become rebels, because you have the connections and you have all the supports and it's really cool to see those types of characters in these shows. And I just think that this series does a very good job of jumping into just different characters, their perspectives, how they're perceived, and just on both sides, like people are wanting to find Cassian, and they'll do whatever they can to do that, and then take the rights of other people. And then there's the other side. It's like we're fighting against it, and they both believe in their causes so deeply, and I think that's so interesting to see, because it's like, how can you believe in something so deeply but be so wrong about where you stand? And it's such a human thing. It's so very, very human. This was an awesome episode. I cannot wait to finish this season, and I see that the second season is coming up in April, so that's awesome. All right, I will see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Bye, everybody.